widely regarded as the go-to cashback card would be the Citi Double Cash credit card. But what makes this card so amazing and what changes are coming in March of 2022? In this video, we break down all the details, what the upcoming changes are, and how you can supercharge the value you get from this card. First up, what does this card get you? To get the bad news out of the way, this card does not have a sign-up bonus like some of its competitors like the Chase Freedom Unlimited, where you can get over $200 for signing up and hitting minimum spend. Now, if you can help it, you should never carry a balance month to month on your credit cards and never pay interest to these companies. But this card does have an intro APR of 0% on the first 18 months for balance transfers within the first 4 months of getting the card. That means if you are transferring a balance onto the card, you'll have some time where you don't have to pay an interest, but again, try and not carry balances from month to month on any credit card. Then when it comes to spending, this card will get you 1% back when you buy something and then 1% back when you pay it off, effectively making it a 2% cashback card with no limits and no special categories. That's why it's so important to at least use basic credit cards like the Double Cash whenever you're buying stuff to get that cash back, especially when the card has no annual fees, so it's free to hold forever. There are credit cards out there that give you more return in specific categories or has a cap on how much you can earn, but it's always good to have a fallback like the Double Cash that will get you 2% back on everything with no limits. Other than the 2% back, this card doesn't have that many perks, although you do have your typical customer service, contactless pay, fraud protection, and Citi entertainment, but a bulk of these benefits come from the fact that this card is a World Elite MasterCard. Being a World Elite MasterCard means that you get other perks like having 3 months of Dash Pass along with $5 off your first 2 orders per month. If you already order food delivery, then you can probably use this pretty easily. And if you don't, remember that you can still order for pickup where you can use the $5 in credit as well as the 5% off because you have Dash Pass. You'll also get perks like HelloFresh, a $5 credit for taking 3 Lyft rides a month, and ShopRunner that'll get you free 2-day shipping at over 100 different stores. And on top of that, you'll have perks like Fandango, access to experiences, and the World Elite Concierge. Now, this card isn't a major travel card, but under the MasterCard World Elite program, you'll also get benefits like travel services, credits at certain hotels, and a couple others that could come in handy, though I've personally not used these. Now, none of these perks we mentioned are major mind-blowing perks, but are nice to haves on a no annual fee, no frills credit card. Alright, so those are the basics of the credit card, but what are the changes that are coming later this month on March 28th, 2022? First off, it was already possible for you to convert your cashback rewards over to Citi Thank You points, but starting later this month, it's going to be by default that you earn Citi Thank You points. That means instead of getting a 2% cash back, you'll get 2 points back on your purchases, where you can then redeem for statement credit or direct deposit at 1 cent to 1 point, so the same valuation. So what would have been $100 in cash back would now be 10,000 Citi Thank You points. If you have any lingering cashback rewards, they'll automatically be converted over to the equivalent in points. The other change that may be more significant is the removal of the $25 minimum for redeeming for cashback, meaning before you would have needed to spend $1,250 in order to hit $25 in cashback, which can be a lot to some people. Now you can redeem any amount, probably as little as a few cents if you really wanted to. And in my opinion, it's not a bad change at all. Having flexible points where you can still redeem for the minimum of 1 point to 1 cent is amazing. For example, from time to time, Amazon has an offer where if you redeem at least 1 Citi Thank You point, you can get some discounts like 40 to 50% up to a certain amount. But to really supercharge the value you get from your points to over 1 cent a point, like the popular travel blog The Points Guy's valuation of 1.7 cents a point, you'll want to get other cards in the Citi ecosystem as part of the Citi trifecta. You may have heard of the trifecta used for the Chase ecosystem, where you pair the Chase Freedom Unlimited with the Chase Freedom Flex, and then have the Chase Sapphire Preferred or Reserve, which gives you a wide variety of categories to earn 2 to 5 times points back on your spend. Then you would pool the points together, then use one of the Sapphire cards to then transfer your points out to one of the travel partners and redeem that way. Well, that's the same thing with the Citi trifecta. The Citi trifecta consists of first the Citi Double Cash card that will give you 2 points back on all of your spend. Then second, the Citi Custom Cash card that does have a $200 sign-up bonus and also 5 times points back in your highest category each billing cycle, where the categories include restaurants, grocery stores, select travel, home improvement, and more. I have a video where I go into an in-depth comparison that I'll link for you all to. Then to round it out, you would get the Citi Premier card that comes with a 60,000 point sign-up bonus when you hit minimum spend, as well as getting you 3 times points back on restaurants, supermarkets, gas stations, and travel and hotels, along with a $100 hotel credit when booked through their portal. So by having all 3 cards, you'll have an awesome catch-all card with 2 points per dollar spent on the double cash, 5 times points on the bonus categories up to $500 with the custom cash, and a middle ground 3 times back on a bunch of different categories with the Citi Premier. But most importantly, you'll have all these points from all of these cards where you'll pool to the Citi Premier card that will then let you transfer to one of Citi's travel partners. Now, I do have to point out that Citi's travel partners isn't as great as some of its competition, because for domestic airlines, it only has JetBlue, and the only hotel chains are Choice and Wyndham, compared to competing cards from Chase and the American Express ecosystems. But if you do use those brands, or you're looking to beef up the points you have in these other brands, especially the international airlines, then these cards are a great addition. And hey, if you always stick to just the cashback, then it's still great because you have that minimum value of 1 cent to 1 point, just with the added flexibility if you did want to transfer elsewhere. For example, with Turkish Airlines Miles and Smiles program, you can fly anywhere within North America for just 20,000 points in economy or 30,000 points in business class. That means you can fly on one of the Star Alliance partners like United from mainland US to Hawaii for those prices. Or you could transfer to Virgin Atlantic and book one of their partners. You could say book the Delta One cabin going over from the US to Europe for just about 50,000 points while enjoying the lie flat seats and the fine meals in the sky. Or go through ANA, where you fly from Western US to Japan for 60,000 in economy, 90,000 in business, or 110,000 points in first class. And remember, some of Citi's travel partners overlap with the competition as well, like Virgin Atlantic being a travel partner with both Chase and the American Express brands, meaning you could grab cards from all over these 3 different brands, pool up all your points, and then go on these amazing trips like flying first class to Japan. So watch this video where I break down all the details of the Chase trifecta so you can maximize the value you get from all of your credit card spend. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.